I hear people say that laces are difficult to make. Well, is that true? Stay with me as I teach you guys how to make this beautiful Aso Ebi dress that you can use to rock any of your occasion at any time. Welcome back, guys. My name is Joy. I've been in this fashion space for like 8 years, so I'd like to take you guys on how I made this Aso dress. So I start by introducing the material I used, which is the cup, the zipper bridle, the lining, and the crepe, and also the lace. A 3 days free master class on WhatsApp. Please click on my bio to join this group. So we start by introducing the down part, cutting out the down part of the lace. We start by using our bridle to cut out the pattern because we are actually doing a freehand. Then to get the measurement for the down part, we are going to minus the half length of the dress of the person from the full length. Our full length is 61. So our half length is 18. That's 61 minus 18. We have 43. So from here we mark out the 43. Then we check out the lines if it is bigger. The the material that we folded already, if it's bigger, then we'll go ahead by marking out the waistline of 40 inches. Then we'll add 2 inches for the sewing allowance. Then we go down to get this your waist to the hip line. You have to measure your shoulder to your hip line. Then you mark them out. The shoulder to the waistline of my client is 27, and also the shoulder to the knee length of my client is 39. So we mark out that too. After marking that, we now go ahead to measure the hip of my client, hip of 45. So because we want a contour at the back so that the bum would sit so well, so we are going to be minusing 1 from the normal hip, which is 44 divided by 4, then adding 2 inches for the sewing allowance. So we go down to the knee length. To get the proper measurement for the knee length, you are going to minus 5 or 6 depending on you, but for my client here I did 5. 5 minus your hip, like your hip minus 5, which is 45 minus 5, we have 40. 40 divided by 4, we have 10. Then adding your 2 inches allowance for the sewing. Then also after this, then you use your ruler to connect all the lines together, as we can see like this. So after doing all these things, we use the pattern that we've cut out on the bridle to cut out the lace itself, and this is actually the back pattern that was cut out. Sorry that I didn't show the video on how I cut out it, but if you want to know how to make this, you can actually go to my videos and click for on how to make a contour skirt, a straight skirt with a contour hip. So moving forward, we after placing all this on the pattern, then we start by cutting out this pattern, this skirt, so that after cutting this, we actually make sure that this on the knee length, which is on the down part of the zipper space, you're going to make use of 1 inch at that part. Then on the zipper part, you're going to make use of 1.5. So after cutting all these things, you also put this pattern on the front side. You also make use of the front pattern. You also use the front pattern to cut out the fabric and also cut out your lining. So moving forward, when cutting out this, we now move to the front part, which is the half length. To get this front part, this is like an off shoulder. So firstly, we are going to be cutting it like an off shoulder before attaching the inches that we deducted at the initial stage. So we are going to deduct 4 inches at the initial point, then measure the full length that we need. For here, because I want the top to be sitting at the down, like it should not just end at the half length. So we are going to make sure that this blouse, we are going to this half length, we are going to make it like a blouse. So that is why we are having 24 inches for this. Then after we go up further by deducting 4 inches at the upper part, then start by imputing all our shoulder, our bustier, and the rest to it. Then we mark out this full length to be 24 inches. After deducting the 4, we move ahead to measuring the shoulder of 16 inches. We mark it out. And then we add our allowance to it, which is 15, shoulder of 16 inches, which is 8, then adding one that which is 9. Then from there we go ahead to marking out our armhole, which is from minusing from the upper part, then making the armhole 7 at the initial stage. Then from there we're going to measure the shoulder to your bust line, which is shoulder to your bust point, as some persons might know. Then shoulder to your under bust of my client here is having shoulder to my under bust is 14.5 inches, then to the half length of 18 inches. Then move ahead to measure the nipple to nipple point of 8 inches divided by 2, which we have 4. Then adding your half inch for the sewing. Then on the under bust, we are going to minus half from the normal nipple to nipple point that will give us the accurate, so that it will look so accurate. So when doing that, we're going to add our sewing allowance to it in order for us to have issue. Then from the armhole, we're going to measure, the far has already gone, so we're going to measure 6.5 inches. Then connect the line to it like this. Sorry, we are not using a ruler or a curve ruler. Then on the under bust, we are going to minus 2 inches or 2.5 inches. We actually use 2.5 inches on this point, so that because our client is kind of busty, so it will actually size our bust so well. So when doing this, we are actually going to connect the same line, the same 2.5 inches on all of the lines downwardly. So after this, we make sure that we cut out this pattern. I know if you have found any value in this video, please don't hesitate to like and also comment on this video. If there is anything you would like to let me know, or you would like to understand better, please let me know in the comment section. So moving forward, we cut out this pattern on this part. After cutting down this pattern, we are going to now place this pattern, because we are actually using a free hand on this point. So we are going to place this pattern that we've already cut out at the front part, to place it on the normal fabric, which is the lining, to cut out the back pattern. So before then, I know that so many people will find it difficult to make this, but let me know what your thought is on the comment section on how you like to make this. Then mind you, on this part of the bust point, you're actually going to make sure that this part is actually giving a C shape when you're cutting it, so it will not be pointed when after sewing this point. So after doing this, we are going to now place this same pattern that is already cut out, to cut out the back pattern, but you're going to be adding your zipper allowance at the back. So you're going to be leaving like 1.5 inches to the back pattern of this dress or the lining. So we are leaving 1.5 depending on how well you want it. Or the perfect way that I love using it, I believe is the perfect way, is 1.5 inches for the zipper allowance. And you place the other part to it in this way. So going further, When doing the back pattern, you're actually going to make sure that the bust point, which is the bust area, that C shape is not going to be showing. You're going to place it on the normal center back, center front of this pattern, so that it's not going to give us this C shape. The only thing that we need for this is just the dart allowance, which is we are going to cut out 1 inch for the back pattern. So when doing this is how you're going to place it after doing everything. So you make sure that it's accurate before cutting out this pattern. So this is how it gives us. Then you have to make sure that you're very careful when cutting out this pattern. So guys, this is how beautiful it looks after placing your hairstay and everything to it. So if you do like this video, please like this channel. Please don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. So this is before the beading on it, where we've added the 4 inches that was deducted at the initial part and added the sleeve part too. So this is how truly how it looks after beading it. I'm sure it looks elegant and you like it. If you want to watch more of this video, please don't hesitate to on your subscribe button for more of this. Thank you.